Hi and welcome to the book reading Orgasmic Blueprint chapter 4 and reading number 7. And so I haven't been reading in the last week because I was teaching at a festival in Switzerland and I was just only uploading one video that I recorded in between because of bad broadband. So now I'm back. There are 3 more readings to do in that chapter 4 and then we're going into the professional section of it. So let's dive into it. Again, this book reading is about tools for pleasure, desire, and consent for individuals, couples, and intimacy professionals. And normally the readings, they come with a video of a chapter. In this case, this part has no video, but I would like to post another video related to that. All right, let's begin. The relating dynamics, brother, sister, lover, and polyamory. Once intercourse has happened, there is no going back. Brother, sister transforms to lovers and ex-lovers. That's from a former lover of mine, a quote. I got a call that was live. Not taking it. I can personally recall each woman I had sexual intercourse with as if there's a memory imprinted with the energy of those connections. I believe when we cross over to the realm of lovers, there's always a shift, not only on a physical and emotional level, but on a spiritual one too. So the brother-sister dynamic. The brother-sister dynamic involves intimacy with a recreational flavor. Fun and joy are experienced with or without sexual energy, but no bodily fluids are ever exchanged. When we engage with someone without intercourse, it's within the realms of this brother-sister dynamics. There's an innocence similar to the relationship we had while hanging out with our siblings and friends when young and playing. There is no intention to have intercourse or come to a climax. You probably have a similar memory to me of playing doctor as a kid and it being innocent, clear, and clean. The brother-sister dynamic is based on play with what both want, individual choices and intimate relating with clear communication of limits and agreements. Can be personal, interpersonal at the apex, transpersonal, transformative, and very healing. Generally, through discussion and coming to agreements, we can be sure to know whether it really makes sense for us to go into the realm of lovers by making a decision with conscious awareness when we learn to play in the context of brother-sister dynamics and exclude intercourse and exchange of bodily fluids. We avoid unnecessary regrets while opening up infinite possibilities of play and engagement. When it comes to intimate relating and embodied empowerment, it's important to understand and come to agreements about which relating dynamic is happening. It's not necessary, for example, to be lovers to play the 3-minute game. You can play it with anyone. It doesn't have to be sexual or lead to sex. Even if sexual energy is involved within the brother-sister dynamics, a very clear distinction is made. You play with that energy, choosing to enjoy it as it is without going further. You decide not to bite the apple. The lover dynamic. The lover dynamic is exactly the same as the brother-sister dynamic, but of course with the inclusion of intercourse and or exchange of bodily fluids, and it might include climax and procreation, so having a family. Here the direct route has to be fully embodied in order for us to be able to make fully informed choices. Solid agreements are made with which respect boundaries and limits. Each person functions with radical responsibility for their actions. The interpersonal space at the apex offers transformation of consciousness together. So being lovers is a different spiritual journey to the one within the brother-sister dynamic. Once you become lovers, it's impossible to go back to the innocence of brother-sister. Even if a friendship continues, it's different to the enjoyed before sex. In many cases, the whole relationship breaks down as soon as you have intercourse with someone. It changes the dynamics of the relationship. It involves a change of commitment to self and the other person, which often brings a deeper responsibility due to the possibilities of having children. Nowadays, I very consciously choose who I have intercourse with and take a minimum of 3 months to be sure if it's really appropriate. There's so much exploration and play possible with another person before shifting into the dynamics of lovers. The polyamorous dynamic. How people form their personal relationships is an individual choice, of course. There's no black and white, and it's entirely up to the individual to find what feels best for them through trial and error. Poly-open, polysensual, and polysexual dynamics offer levels of relating and can involve both the lover as well the brother-sister dynamics. To be clear, here the definition of polyamory is not a synonym for poly-fucking. There's nothing wrong or bad about the latter, it's just very limiting. When we have a relationship based on the 4 layers of the Somatic Consent Engagement System, so self-care, permission agreements, and giving yourself as a gift, it requires an investment of energy. As an analogy, imagine the energy you share as a laser beam, and you are capable of directing this laser beam of energy towards multiple people within the lover dynamics. It is possible to divide it into a number of different streams while still remaining in integrity within the engagement zones. Are the others in relationship with you are able to do that too? Are you really living in polyamory, or there is a certain amount of polyagony involved? Only you and your partner can answer that question. The root of suffering is attachment. That's a quote from Buddha. Many drawn to polyamory believe it to be the practice of non-attachment, and this many, for some, be the case. The spiritual concept of non-attachment requires taking high or radical responsibility. When the concept gets confused, there is a risk that we shift into taking the responsibility of a child. Non-attachment is a spiritual context, means allowing things to be as they are, and this results in balance. It's about accepting the present moment, of course. It's fine to have goals, as long as there is no contentment within our present situation. According to the Buddha, attachment leads to suffering, and it happens when we run from potential pain. Yes. This could manifest as running from awkward, embarrassing, or other emotional painful situations, running from the personal responsibility for our actions, worrying about rejections, intimacy, and the result of our actions, and grasp into pleasure. This could manifest as we want it all my way. I'm never satisfied with what I have and always want more. For example, running from multiple partners or concept, or running after multiple partners or concepts such as cohabitation or marriage in order to quench out our insecurity. Non-attachment and detachment are often confused. Detachment within relationship is taking childish responsibility. Detachment is an uninvolved state, a lack of investment and unfeeling withdrawal. When we're detached, we don't feel accountable. It includes manipulation of others and in disregard of their boundaries. Detachment is clinging to our pursuit of personal pleasure in disregard to the agreement we have made with others. Non-attachment in relationship is high radical responsibility. Non-attachment is about letting go of the thoughts and emotions that create suffering, and it isn't about running away from awkward, embarrassing, or other emotional, painful situations. It's a possibility of having a lack of responsibility for our actions. Being able to do this requires taking immense responsibilities for yourself. And a little input. Welcome, gentlemen. You have mastered the art of pleasure, but you're not the type to settle for the ordinary, right? You're after the extraordinary. You're not just driving a car in life, you want the Tesla experience in every aspect, especially in your intimate relationships and your sexuality. So it's not about dissatisfaction, it's about exploring deeper. You know greatness, now you seek to be the best. More presence, more connection, not just reaching a goal, but transforming it. Perhaps you have heard about Tantra and feel intrigued by its promises. But what does it truly offer? Imagine not just giving your partner moments of pleasure, but leading them into an ecstatic state and keeping them there, an orgasmic state of being for both of you. I understand the subtleties that make good great. For over 20 years, I've guided men like you to deepen their understanding, to discover what lies beyond the climax. So to take private sessions with me that will put you right on target what you want to achieve, instead of wasting hundreds of hours in workshops and online courses, even though they can be fun and they are great. So if you are ready to explore these profound possibilities, I'm here to guide you. So let's redefine what pleasure can mean to you. So reach out for a free discovery call on this link here, and let's embark on this journey to endless contentment. Your extraordinary is waiting. See you on the call. Welcome back. So if you resonate with that, what I'm doing and teaching, please feel free to use the link in the video description to book a free discovery call and get your questions answered. And you might even choose to work with me on professional or in relational levels. Let's continue. So, non-attachment is releasing control on events and how things should be, and our tendency to want to control by running away from pain or grasping onto pleasure. We practice by allowing events to unfold while relating to ourselves and others honestly and authentically in the moment. We consider and respect what all want, don't want, and make agreements, neither suppressing emotions nor fueling low drama. When emotions and shadows come up, we face, own, and integrate them. We allow pleasure and pain to arise and let go when they dissolve. Personally, also, I have the right to have sex with whomever I want to, with consent and absolutely not in the professional level. I choose to be with one person in a committed container within my personal relationship in the context of the lover dynamics. I'm also committed to stay open to knowing how I feel in the moment, which means I'm capable of being in love with more than one person. By staying open, I mean I'm aware of what I feel and own these feelings by feeling of being in love with more than one person. That can be a confusing concept rather than being polyamorous in my sex life for me. It's more of a realization that I'm love and therefore able to feel love for many. I just want to say something on this point that being in a committed relationship means I'm committed to my values and not committed to somebody else. And that makes a big difference. So just saying that, I don't know if I've written it. In my private life and professionally, due to the nature of my work within the fields of sacred sexuality and tantra, I also engage with many others on the polysensual level within the boundaries of a clear brother-sister dynamic. If polyamory appeals to you and you want to stay in integrity within the agreements made with your partner while avoiding polyagony, transparency is vital. High and radical responsibility never involves sneaking around, hiding, withdrawing without clear communication or lying. Polyamorous relationships require a very high level of conscious engagement, which means that your own feelings and those of your partners have to be explored together before your relational dynamics with a new person changes from brother-sister to lover. So if you have a regular partner and you're both open to introducing a new person into your relationship, honest communication includes everything that is real and true for both you, your partner, and the new person. Depending on the dynamics, it's necessary to check out whether it's possible for your partner to form either a brother-sister or a lover relationship with this new person. And if you and the new person want to form a sensual sexual connection, which includes your present partner, in order for your partner to be safe, the ability to form a brother-sister dynamic is vital. So within polyamory relationships, the intention of the new connection is to deepen the existing relationship, not to weaken it. As mentioned earlier, a huge factor which is rarely understood or acknowledged is that women's bodies need to feel safe in order for the nervous system to allow the state of surrender. All right, so that was the reading about Brother, Sister, Lover. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you feel like you want to read that book on your own, there is a link in the description as well for the Amazon book as a hard copy, or you get it there as a Kindle as well. But you get as well a 50% discount if you download it on my webpage. And then you can share it with as many people as an EPUB or a PDF as you like. Thank you for being here today. This window is definitely on my nerve right now. And I should have closed it before anyway. It's now open and the reading came to an end. See you at the next reading, and then we read about procreation and what is edging, and then we're finishing that chapter number 4 and go into the professional dynamic. Thanks for joining. Love yourself. See you at the next reading and have a beautiful day. Bye for now. Ciao.